Okay, so here we are back with our, there's a cat somewhere down here, you can see the paw. She's actually one of the members of Sauron's elite squad, so basically, you know, she will just make mincemeat of everybody in about 5 seconds. She's a secret weapon, really. Everybody's afraid of the Witch King of Angmar. Well, they haven't met Ivy, obviously. So basically, here we have our three heroes: Gimli, the dwarf; Legolas, the elf. Feet away from the camera. And Thalin, the dwarf warrior. I don't think Thalin is actually in the Lord of the Rings. I can't remember him at all. The threat level is 29. We have 3 resources, and now we have choices to make. First, we are going to commit people to the Thalin and Gimli to the quest, which gives us 3. And we're also going to buy the Gondorian Spearman as an ally, paying 2 for that. And we're also going to buy the Blade of Gondolin and attach it to Legolas. It gives him a +1 if he fights orcs. And after attached hero attacks and destroys an enemy, place 1 progress token on the current quest. Oh, we forgot to pay to draw the other card, so here we go. Quick strike. So now we've paid for everything. So now we're going to draw a card, and it's the Black Forest Bats. They're going to attack, and the Forest Spider is going to attack as well. So now we're going to count the threat. It's 4 against 3, so threat goes up by 1. We're going to travel to the forest road. As a response, we can ready 1 character we control, which we're going to do. And now we can attack. In the staging area, if we so choose. And we're going to do this. Gimli is going to attack the Black Forest Bats for 2. They have no... when revealed, each player must choose 1 character currently committed to a quest and remove the character from the quest. Okay, I forgot that. So basically the quest then goes up by... the threat goes up by 1. Again. Okay. So... basically, he's not part, but he's not ready either. So, okay. Now, Gimli's going to attack the Black Forest Bats and gets rid of them. They're dead. Next up is the check for... the check for... the threat. So basically the forest spider is going to attack. We're going to defend with the Gondorian Spearman, and when you defend with this one, you actually deal 1 damage to the attacker straight away. The forest spider is going to attack Legolas. It has a value of 1 against him, so he takes 1 damage, and he's going to hit back for 2. And it actually gets a +1 on that attack, and he fights back for 2, so he's got 2 and it's got 3. That's the end of the round. We refresh everybody. Doom track goes up by 1. We get money. Draw a card and start making decisions. Yeah, and we're going to buy the Veteran Axe Hand. I wonder what this means. It says here, Quick Strike. Exhaust a character you control to immediately declare it as an attacker and resolve its attack against any eligible enemy. Does this mean you can do this now? It's probably not even limited to any particular... Okay, whatever. We're going to quest using Tharlene and Gimli for 3. Current threat is 2. And we draw another Forest Spider. So Doom goes up by 1. And then we are going to... So the Forest Spider is going to come down. And the Forest Spider here is down already. So we're going to defend against this Forest Spider with the Veteran Axe Hand. We're going to defend against this Forest Spider with the Gondorian Spearman. This takes 1 damage immediately. So it goes away, and this means I will not reveal this card. I assume I've just ruled this. I don't know if this is correct, but this is how I would play it, because it actually dies before any shadow effects can take place, in my opinion. So, Forest Spider engages Legolas. It's a treachery card, so no shadow effect. It attacks with 3. And... ugh. Yeah, and I'm going to pay this. So he gets +1 to defense and +1 to attack. Otherwise he would be dead. So he's got a defense of 2, which means he cancels all the strikes by the spider. And he has an attack of 4. And that does 3 damage. Okay. We go up by 1. We should really start questing. Draw 1 card, and we get Bjorn as an ally. He's really expensive for 6. We're going to get 3 resource tokens. 1, 1, 2, 3. We have a threat of 2 at the moment. Yeah. And I'm gonna send Legolas questing and Thalin questing. So they quest for 2. You know what? We're gonna quest with everybody for 4. Draw. It's an enemy. And this is interesting. I think I didn't do this the last time. When you commit Thalin to a quest, he automatically deals 1 damage to any revealed enemy that is revealed during that questing phase. So this is the Dol Guldur orcs. So they take 1 damage. So here we have 4 against a threat of 4, so nothing happens, but we also don't make any progress in our quest. Dol Guldur orcs will come down. We defend with the veteran axeman against them. The Gondorian spearman is going to defend against the forest spider, dealing 1 damage. So the forest spider goes away and dies horribly. We're going to draw a shadow effect card. No shadow effect. So now the Dol Guldur orcs attack for 2. And they attack the veteran axe hand, and he takes 1 damage because he has 1 he has 1 shield. So now the threat goes up by 1. We're going to refresh everybody. Gonna draw a card. It's another veteran axeman. Everybody gets 1 resource. 1, 2, 3. So now we have 6. What we're going to do is we are going to first I'm going to buy the item, the Armored Citadel plate, to give Legolas +4 hit points. Because he really needs hit points. Then I'm going to send him and Thalin questing. And we get a treachery card. When revealed, each enemy in each location currently in the staging area gets +1 until the end of this phase. If there are no cards in the staging area driven by shadow, gains surge. Okay, so now we have a threat of 3. So that one goes up by 1. and yeah. Gondor Spearman is declared as the defender, and that kills the Dol Guldur orcs. They're gone now. So now we can refresh everybody. Now that was a stupid thing. I should have committed Gimli to the quest as well, because then we would have at least have made progress here. I mean, this is really tricky. I mean, I believe it's probably easier when you have two. Okay, when you have two players, you will draw two cards, but still, you have more heroes. If they come from different spheres, you can commit to quest and you can commit to. I'm going to try that next 5. Okay. We have 5. Threat is 0 at the moment. There's nothing in the staging area. Now I'm going to commit every. Let's see. I'm going to buy another veteran axeman for 2. I'm going to commit everyone I have to questing. Let's see what we draw. It's the Great Forest Web, which is 2. We have committed 4, so we make 2 progress. And yeah, that's the end of this phase. Everything refreshes. We're going to get 3 resources. 1, 2, 3. We're going to draw a card. We're going to buy Beon, because he's an ally that also has a mind value, so he can actually do questing as well. Threat goes up by 1. And it goes up by 1. Let's see, the current level is 2. We're going to commit everyone to questing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna draw a card. It's another forest road. That's cool. So we have 5 versus 4 gives us 1. And at least the old forest road is done. We haven't worked at all on our quest. So that's, you know, I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to win this questing with these people, you know. So travel, let's see. We're going to travel the mountains of Mirkwood, which means that we have to... Okay, is there a response on that card actually? After travel, no. Okay, travel. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck and add it to the staging area to travel here. It's a... What is this? A treachery card. When revealed, the player with the highest threat level attaches this card to one of his heroes. Counts as a condition attachment with the text, attach hero does not ready during the refresh phase unless you pay 2 resources from that hero's pool. Oh god. I was going to give this to Thalin, I think. Yeah. So Thalin does not refresh for 2 rounds. From their pool. From that hero's pool, okay. So we refresh everybody. Threat goes up by 1. We're going to draw a card. It's a Gondorian Spearman, and we're going to buy a Gondorian Spearman. We're going to quest like crazy. 1, 3, 4 against a threat of 2. Let's see what we draw. 0. 0 result. The forest spider is going to come down like a ton of bricks on Gimli. And we're going to defend, of course, with the Gondorian Spearman. So she takes 1 point of damage. She attacks for 3 actually, against a defense of 2. So he gets 1. He takes 1 damage, but for every damage token he has, he actually gets stronger by 1. So that is the end of this round. 39. Everyone refreshes except Tharleen. We draw a card and everybody gets resources. And we remove this threat from Tharleen. Let's see, Dwarven Axe. +2 damage if you're a dwarf. I'm going to give this to our friend Gimli, because he's such a dwarf. So, let's quest some. We're going to send Beorn on his merry way, and Tharleen and Legolas, which brings us to 3. At the moment the level is 4, 6, so it goes up to by 3. So we're probably going to die because the threat level will hit 50 in a second. Okay, we're going to, in the combat phase, we're going to defend against the forest spider, and it goes away. The Dol Guldur orcs are going to attack okay, we need to deal 2 damage to Legolas, because he's these were revealed. Oh yeah, but they were revealed while Tharleen was questing, weren't they? Yeah, so they actually get a 1 point damage for that. They get a shadow card, and it's a treachery card that does nothing. We're going to defend against them with the spearman, so they take a 2nd piece of damage, so they're gone as well. Oh, we're not making any progress on our quest at all. Okay, so resources. 1, 2, 3. Draw a card. Threat goes up to 43. Doesn't look good. We're not going to buy anything at the moment. Questing. We will send everybody questing just to make some progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against a threat of 5. Brilliant. What are you? Oh, an enemy. Okay, so basically this one takes... Okay. It's a East Bite Patrol. Goblin Orc. Takes 1 damage because Tharleen is questing. It has a threat level of 5, so it comes down on us like a ton of bricks. But that's fine. It's going to attack Tharleen. It's going to engage Tharleen. We're going to defend with the Gondorian Spearman. We're going to reveal a threat card, nothing, and a shadow card, nothing happens. So since this was 2, and it has an attack of 3, and the Gondorian Spearman will die. He will suck this up because 3, 1. And the veteran act